Hello, my friends. I am back. I am also back. The parking lot job is finished, so I'm not sitting at the bank anymore. I get to park back in my own parking spot, my little corner spot here in the top lot. Stare out at the open field that actually a tractor is going by. They must be doing spraying out in that field. I'm here today, not wearing flannel. I'm back with my papers. I've got papers again. So the Eagles' schedule dropped. The NFL schedule dropped. But more importantly, the Eagles' schedule dropped. So I'm here to discuss that. This might not go up tonight. Today is Monday, the 17th. I don't think I've posted... I think there's a video I need to post before this. So that might get done tonight. This might get done tomorrow, hopefully. We'll see how the brain works, see if I remember. That always seems to be the kicker. Alright. So, I'm going to have to clock back in. I've got like a half an hour. Alright. I'm going to try not to make this a half an hour. That's the goal. I do actually, before we jump into schedule, because I just saw this like this morning, Ryan Kerrigan, 1-year deal with the Eagles. Hype. Like super hype. Like, I'm very excited about that. He is older. I understand that. But, if anything, I feel like I'm glad to get him off of Washington, right? Because he's been like the classic Eagle killer for the last number of years. I mean, the guy's great. He just seems to be even greater every time he plays Philly. And that's really annoying. I think he'll be good. I think he is good. So I'm very excited about Ryan Kerrigan. Okay. Schedule time. The Eagles start off week 1 at the Atlanta Falcons. I feel like we've done this a number of times at this point, right? Like, how many times in the last while have we played the Falcons week 1? I think it's only been twice, but twice in such a short time span just feels like a lot when it's a team that you don't normally play. So, anyway, we're playing the Falcons. Here's the thing. Before I delve too deep into this, there's a lot of I don't knows here. I don't know how good the Eagles are going to be this year. I have no idea. I really don't. The Eagles could either be pretty solid, and by pretty solid I mean like 8-9 wins, 9 wins maybe, or they could be awful. And I'm really not sure which way this is going to go. I don't know. I don't know how good the Eagles are going to be. I have no idea. That being said, this is one of those games I really don't know. The Falcons have good potential. They've got a lot on offense. Matt Ryan's still good. I don't give two shits what anybody says. Matt Ryan's still a very good quarterback. Julio Jones is still great. Calvin Ridley's still great. There's a lot on the Falcons to be concerned about. But every single time I feel like when we play the Falcons, it's always like really defensive, and not even necessarily defensive, but offensively inept, I'll say. Week 1, I don't know how to call this game. I think because I'm biased, right? Like any of these games that I think are really close, I'm just going to call them for Philly, because what else do you do, you know? you be a homer for a little bit. Week 2, 49ers. I'm going to get this to stay up here. Probably not. Week 2, home opener versus 49ers. The 49ers, again, have a ton of talent. And they have a tendency to get injured a lot. But it's week 2. Not a whole lot of time for injuries to happen, right? You would think. I think the 49ers are going to beat us. The 49ers back healthy. Garoppolo presumably back healthy. And look, the one year that the 49ers stayed relatively healthy and Garoppolo was healthy, they went to the goddamn Super Bowl. So, there's something to be said about that. I don't like it, but there's something to be said about that. So right now I've got us on a good day 1-1, on a bad day 0-2. Depends on the Falcons game. Week 3 at Dallas. This is different. I feel like when was the last time we played Dallas this early in the season? I can't remember. I think it's been a while. We usually play either the Redskins or the Giants sometime, within the first few weeks. Sometimes we play them both. But I feel like the last couple of years we haven't had Dallas until like week 8, week 9, week 10 kind of thing. Dallas is another one of those teams. I don't have any ideas. None. Like how good this team's going to be. I think the Dallas-Philly games this year are going to be fairly evenly matched. Because, look, last year the Cowboys should have been really good. Like pre-Dak injury, they should have been really good. But they should have been 0-4 if the Falcons knew how to play football. I think we're going to split with Dallas this year. I don't know when it's going to be. But, so historically, we've always been better playing in Dallas for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but that seemed to be how it used to work. We were always better in Dallas. They were always better in Philly. I don't know why. It's just how that seemed to work for a while. So I'm just going to say F it and give the Eagles the win here because I think we're going to end up splitting with... Actually, if I'm being honest, I think I see us splitting with all 3 of the NFC East teams this year. The Giants could be decent to really good. All depends on Daniel Jones. Washington, depends on what they do for quarterback. The defense is still going to be good. The offense last year was meh at best. So, it depends on what they do at quarterback, and New York depends on how Daniel Jones plays. I'm not sure. But honest to God, I could see Philly splitting with all 3 of the NFC East teams. So, we're just going to give us the win versus the Cowboys here. Move on. Week 4, home game versus the Chiefs. We're probably going to get annihilated because it's Kansas City, and that's what Kansas City does. Let's move on. At Panthers. The Panthers are still kind of in a rebuilding phase. They got rid of Teddy Bridgewater for one reason or another. Darnold's there now. Look, I think Darnold could be pretty solid. I'm not saying I'm on board the train of I'm happy that Sam Darnold's getting a second chance away from Adam Gase, away from the Jets. Am I saying he's going to be like the next Tom Brady? No, probably not. But I think he will perform better in Carolina over the next few years than he ever did in New York. So that's where we're going with that track. Now, as for the Eagles, Week 5, new quarterback, learning a new system. The team's still in a rebuild. They got some good pieces out of the draft, though. This match, I think, is going to be kind of a slugfest. This is one of those games I don't know where this game is going to go. So you know what? I'm going to say, fuck it. and give it to the Eagles again. Because, actually, you know what? Let's not. Let's swap this. So we'll give this one to the Eagles, and I'm going to scratch the Falcons game. Because, honest to God, I just feel like the Falcons. So let's go, since these are the two games so far that I really had no idea, right? We're just going to take the tact of one's a win, one's a loss. We're going to give the loss to the Falcons game, the win against the Panthers. All right, that's how we're doing this. Because I don't know. This is such a stupid video, because I'm just going to be saying I don't know for like most of these. But honestly, God, that's how I feel about the Eagles this year. I just don't know. Give me preseason maybe, and I might have a better understanding. Or give me 1 or 2 weeks into the regular season, I might have a better understanding. But as of right now, this team is a whole bunch of question marks in my mind. Bucks. Okay. At Raiders. The Raiders earlier on in the season, for whatever reason, they seem to be a much better team than later in the year. I still have faith in Derek Carr. I don't have faith in that defense. This could very well be a shootout. Excuse me. It's at Las Vegas. I'm not sure I see us winning this game, to be perfectly honest. I could see us winning this game, but for the purpose of picking records, God, if you put a gun in my head right now, I'm not sure I see it. Early season Raiders, if they beef up the defense at all, I'm not sure I see us winning this game, guys. I really don't. So what have I got right now? 0-1, 0-2, 1-2, 1-3, 2-3, 2-4, 2-5 after the Raiders game. Going into week 8. Coming out of week 7, I got us 2-5. Could be a game or two higher. Could be a game lower. I don't know. At Lions in week 8, I think we'll win that game. Jared Goff, I don't have a whole lot of confidence in him. Brand new head coach, brand new system for both the coach and the quarterback and the rest of the team. The Lions are going into yet another rebuild. I don't see the Lions being good at all this season. They lost their 2 best wide receivers. They lost Kerryon Johnson. I do not see the Lions being good whatsoever this year, so we're just going to move on from that one. I'll give the Eagles a win there. So there's, 3-5. Versus Chargers, you know what? This is going to be another one of those slugfests, I think. This is kind of one of those things. I'm looking at the Raiders game and the Chargers game, and I'm saying I really don't know for either one of these games. They can both go either way, I think. So just because we're at home, I'm going to give it the win versus the Chargers. God, they're getting defensive pieces back this year. Fuck, guys, I really don't know. Justin Herbert, man. Whew. Although traditionally we play well versus the Chargers. I don't know. I'm going to give us a win right there because I gave us the loss against the Raiders. Honestly, it's what I'm doing. So that's 4-5 out of week 9. Following week at Broncos, I think we're going to win that game too because I don't think the Broncos are going to be very good this year. I don't care who they start at quarterback. Drew Lock, Teddy Bridgewater. I just don't see him being all that good. I think the defense is going to be kind of scary, right? But it's Denver. The defense is usually scary, and that's just how that works. Although last time we played Denver, we knocked the shit out of them. So but that was Wentz's MVP form, so that was a different tale. As for this coming year, Jalen Hurts, the new offense, I don't know. Do I still think we can beat the Denver Broncos? I do, because I think the Denver Broncos offense is going to be, unless they trade for Aaron Rodgers, which I'm not sure that's going to happen at this point. that will change this pick very much. But as of the quarterbacks and team on the roster of Denver right now, I think we can beat it. So that give us what? 5-5? 5-5, we're at 500. Now, next week, week 11, we're at home against the Saints. I think we can win this game. I don't know who's going to be their starter. Taysom Hill, Jameis Winston. They're coming to Philly. They're shedding a lot of talent because they're in a literal cap hell this past season, much like Philly. A lot of restructures, but a lot of shedded talent as well. No more Drew Brees. I mean, Sean Payton's still lit, but I can see us winning this game too, going 6-5. The following week at Giants, I'm going to give us an L in this game. Like I said, I think we're going to split with the Giants probably. The Giants, if Daniel Jones plays well, the Giants could actually be very good this year. Now, do I have a lot of faith in Daniel Jones? Not really. But if he plays well, this Giants team could be very good. So I'm going to give us an L there, 6-6. Following week, 13 at the Jets. I've never seen Zach Wilson throw a football before in my entire life. Not once. But it's still the Jets. Rookie head coach, rookie quarterback. Still not a whole hell of a lot of talent on the Jets. I don't see the Jets being real great this year, so I'm going to give us a win there. So what's that give us? 7-6? 7-6. Week 14 bye, which is late, I think, but I mean, I guess that's what happens. Week 15, so we're coming out of the bye 7-6. Versus Washington. This is the home game. I think I'm going to give us the W here. I'm saying we're splitting. I'm going to give us the W here and probably the L in Washington. Right? That's kind of how I'm structuring this right now. So I kind of want to give us the W here against Washington, making us, 8-6? At home versus the Giants, I give us the W here, 9-6, because I give us the L at Giants. So 9-6. Week 17 at Washington, I give us an L there. For, 9-7? And then versus Cowboys, I'm going to give us an L there because they gave us the dub back in Dallas. So 9-8? Now, there's a couple of these games that we could lose that I gave us wins for. There's a couple games. Raiders, could we win that one? Maybe. Could we sweep one, possibly two of the teams in the NFC East? Maybe. The Giants, if Daniel Jones still sucks, we could sweep the Giants. 49ers, you know what? We could possibly win that game. Falcons, we could possibly win that game. Chargers, we could possibly lose that game. So I'm going to say 9-8 is my average record. So I'd give us 11-6 would probably be my high end for Philly. 11-6, and then I'll just go 2 games over, 2 games under. So I'm going to say 9-8 is the average, 11-6 is the high range, and 7 and my brain is 7-10 be the low end. No, don't get me wrong. Actually, I think our ceiling is lower than our floor. I think depending on how bad Philly is, I mean, I'm looking at these. How many wins am I guaranteeing here? Three, maybe 4. I'm thinking Lions. I'm thinking Jets. I'm thinking Broncos. And a game in the NFC East. That, like, I could possibly see us winning 4 games this year. I just, there is that chance in my head. And then I'm looking at these games thinking, okay, which one of these games are we definitely losing? Chiefs, Bucks. I mean, honestly, Chiefs, Bucks are the only ones I can see. I look at them like, oh, there's no chance. We're not going to sweep the entire NFC East. That's a guarantee. It's going to be one of those years. It's going to be off. It's going to be tough to predict, I think. Like I said, going into preseason, and part of it's I haven't seen a whole lot of Jalen Hurts yet. I mean, he played for 4 games, 3.5. So I want to see more Jalen Hurts. I want to see more from a young offense. I just feel like I need to see some more. So we'll wait for preseason, and I'll have a better idea by then. But I mean, yeah, this video probably kind of sucks because it's just basically just a bunch of me going, well, I really don't know, but I really don't know. That's kind of how it is at this point. So Phillies, it's going to be a big unknown this year. This whole division is going to be a big unknown. This division could possibly be the worst in the NFL again, or it could be solid middle of the pack. It's not going to be the best division in football. That's going to be the NFC West again. Maybe the AFC West, outside of, I guess, Denver. I think the Chargers are going to be pretty good this year. The Chiefs obviously are the Chiefs, and the Raiders. You know what? Even if they fall apart at the end of the season, they still seem to rack up pretty good in the beginning. So I don't think the Raiders will win less than 8 games this year, if I had to guess. I might do one of those like AFC, NFC like record predictions for each team going into the season. I'll probably do that at some point because I don't know. I did it last year. It was kind of fun. But beyond that, I think I'm going to let you guys go. Get back to work here in a bit. What time is it? Yeah. I got to get back to work in like 10-ish minutes. I got to go keep filling out permits. I've been filling out permits most of the day. Yeah, it is what it is. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. Have a good rest of your day, week, whatever, whenever I decide to post this. Peace out, kids.